Welcome back, all my fellow purple nerds. Thank you again for joining me on the channel. This is in fact the purple party known as Purple Nerd Channel. Romance 1600 was released August 26, 1985, peaking at number 50 on Billboard's Top 200 album sales and number 15 on the R&B charts. The album would go on to sell over 500,000 copies on its initial release. This album was recorded in 3 separate sessions during the Purple Rain tour. All the songs were written and produced by Prince, with Sheila E providing background vocals, lead vocals, drums, and a multitude of different percussion instruments. Except for A Love Bazaar, which was written by Prince and Sheila E and was performed as a duet with Prince. That's what we are. We all wanna love. And Mercy for the Speed of a Mad Clown in Summer. This instrumental was written solely by Sheila E and performed by her and her touring band. This song features no input from Prince. During the release of this album, Sheila E worked on a couple different Prince projects as well. She sung background on the song Pop Life from the album Around the World in a Day by Prince and the Revolution. Pop Life was a very successful single, peaking at number 7 on Billboard's Top 100 singles. She was also featured on the upcoming Parade album on the song Girls and Boys, where she also sang background. During the release of this album, Sheila was featured in the now hip-hop classic film Krush Groove. The film was released October 25th, 1985, grossing $11 million on a $3 million budget. The soundtrack also featured Sheila E with the song Holly Rock. The soundtrack was released just before the release of the film on October 24th, 1985. The project peaked at number 14 on the R&B charts. Sheila E's song Holly Rock would eventually be released as its own single on May 30th, 1986. The song did not chart in America but was very successful in Europe. The film helped promote the album as well as her appearance on the Purple Rain tour. To continue its success, several singles were released. Those being Sister Fate, peaking at number 36 on the R&B singles, Bedtime Story, which did not chart, A Love Bazaar featuring Prince, which peaked at number 11 on the Top 100 singles, and in Europe, the Special Melody was released, which was a mix of The Glamorous Life, Sister Fate, and A Love Bazaar. Music videos were also released to promote this album. Those were Sister Fate, A Love Bazaar, and Holly Rock from the Krush Groove soundtrack. There was also a VHS release called Sheila E Live Romance 1600. It was recorded from a show from her Romance 1600 tour on March 8, 1986 in San Francisco at the Warfield Theater. The concert features Prince and the Revolution performing with Sheila E doing the song A Love Bazaar. The VHS was released June 16, 1986. Prince would typically use these side projects to experiment musically, but he did not do that with this release. This is pretty much a continuation of the whole Purple Rain, Prince and the Revolution sound, all the way down to the way that Sheila E is dressed. She's dressed very much like a female version of Prince, carrying on with the whole French Renaissance look. There are several moments in her live shows where she is following Prince's moves like step for step, and it is quite obvious. It is really noticeable on the song Toy Box, where she does all of Prince's famous ad-libs and phrases in real horrible fashion. Publicly, they played up the whole who's Sheila E's new lover and always kind of hinting at it being Prince, which was a pretty bold move, being that she was actually dating Prince at the time, but he was also allegedly engaged to Suzanne Melvoin, who is Wendy from The Revolution's twin sister. but he was also allegedly at the same time dating a model by the name of Jackie St. Clair, so there was a whole lot of taboo stuff going on around this time period. This album serves as Sheila E's first release on Prince's own label, Paisley Park Records, and third overall for the record label itself. Thank you again for joining me on the channel. Please like and share this video as much as possible, and as always, please subscribe to the channel. I will see you on the next episode where I get a little bit festive with the holiday spirit. So until that next episode, I wish you heaven.